tutorial. I've really been digging the makeup tutorials lately, so I hope that you guys have been too, and I hope that you don't mind like the chit-chattiness because I don't have a microphone to do voiceovers, which is why I don't do voiceovers. So I hope you don't mind the length and the chit-chattiness. But anyways, today's makeup tutorial is going to be a summer themed look, and I will be honest, I haven't even decided what exactly I want this look to look like yet, but I do know that I have a bunch of new products that I recently hauled and then some oldies but goodies. So if you like that kind of video, stay tuned for a full face summer themed makeup tutorial. First up is priming this face. So I do have lotion and toner and eye cream on already, but I don't have any face primer. So I'm gonna start off with the Benefit Professional. This little thing is almost gone, and I know I use this all the time, and you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about it, but this facial primer is one of the best if you have big pores. It really like fills in those pores. Of course it's temporary and it goes away when you wash your face, but it really does the job at filling in those pores. While that's kind of setting, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. This is another product you guys have heard me talk non-stop about. It's the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, but I tell you, this is like the best eyeshadow primer for anybody that has oily eyelids or eyelids where your eyeshadow tends to crease or smudge. This really does the job at preventing that from happening. It's like the best. I recommend it to everybody. And because I'm a little bit excessive, I'm going to do a second face primer. This is the Guerlain L'Or Firming Face Primer, I think is what it's called. This stuff, I love it, but I try not to use it in videos too much because it is quite pricey, but it really does do a good job at firming your face. So I just like to rub it all over. It does have little gold flecks in it, but the gold flecks go away. They don't stay on your face. It has a really great like floral scent to it, and I feel like it just makes my face feel like tighter and more firm. Moving on to foundation and concealer. So I'm gonna be using a brand new foundation today. I hauled this probably 6 months ago, but I didn't get a chance to use it yet because I was finishing up other products. This is the Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Stick Foundation, and mine is in the color 110 Ivory Sea. I love the liquid version of Teint Idol Ultra. You guys have probably heard me talk about it a bazillion, million, trillion times. So when they came out with the stick version, I was all over that, but I haven't used it yet. So we'll see. In fact, I don't think I've ever used a stick foundation before. I'm not really too sure how to apply it or if I'm applying too much, so I think that's how you do it. Draw it on like that and then blend it in with the Beauty Blender. Let's see if that works. That seemed to work really well. I look really pasty white. Fair warning to anybody who likes the liquid version, the stick colors, they're not one and the same, so make sure you get recolor matched when you buy the stick version. But it seems to be like less messy. I'm not putting stuff on the back of my hand. It blended really well. I do feel like I used a lot of product, but other than that, I like it. For concealer, I'm gonna use two different concealers. So the first one is the Chanel Corrector Perfection in the color 31. I've had this forever, and I just recently rediscovered it in my makeup stash, and I really like it. I don't think I like it as much as the Urban Decay concealers, but it blends really well. It's nice and creamy. It doesn't really seem to crease very much, and the color is a little bit on the peachy side, but it seems to blend really well. So I put that on first, and then I top it off with just a small amount of the Color Corrector by Urban Decay in the color Pink, to just like brighten up the area a little bit, and I mix it together with the Beauty Blender. So for under eyes, I like to use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. This is another thing you guys have heard me talk non-stop about, but this really is the best product to set your under eye concealer. It's so thin and finely milled that it doesn't crease or look hicky, and it doesn't give you that white flashback. It's just amazing, and you only need the tiniest bit of that. For face makeup, I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the color Dim Infusion, or Dim Light. Dim Infusion I think is the blush version, but this stuff, it works great to set your foundation, and it also gives you just like this beautiful slight glow, like lit from within, like kind of glowiness, but it's not oily and it's not like luminous. Like, you know, some luminous setting powders are just like too much for me, at least. This is not. So I really like it to set my foundation. For eyebrows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the color Taupe, and I moved my mirror right here in case you're wondering what that is. This eyebrow pencil, I can't get enough of it, guys. Like, the triangular tip on it, just, it really helps for people like me that need to completely fill in their brows, because their brows are basically non-existent because they're blonde or just very sparse colored. I can't talk and color my brows at the same time, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and color my brows real quick. This is kind of boring to watch, so I'm just gonna skip to the next step. Voila, magic eyebrows. Okay, so now on to eyeshadow, and I just recently put together a Z palette of all of my single eyeshadows. So these are MAC, Makeup Geek, and Anastasia Beverly Hills, all just kind of jumbled together, and I picked out 4 shadows right here that I want to use today. So I'm going to be using a mixture of MAC, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and Makeup Geek, one of everything. So I'm gonna start out with Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in the color Metal. This has a titanium finish, so it is just so beautiful. It's almost like melted liquid metal on your eyes, and it has like a silver kind of taupey feel to it. So I'm going to apply that all over my lid with a Sigma flat shader brush. I have to be a little bit careful because these eyeshadows, because they are so sparkly, there's a lot of fallout, and I don't want to get that in my lashes. So I just have to be a little bit careful, but look at how pretty that is. Next up, I'm going to use, this is Makeup Geek Hipster, and it's kind of a satin finish, like taupey brown color, and I'm going to apply that with, which brush should I use? What is this? A Sigma E35 brush in the crease of my eye, just to kind of, you know, deepen out my eyes and diffuse the metal color a little bit. And I think these colors are gonna look really good together. While I'm on that color, I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush and apply that same color to my lower lash line, just to kind of keep the colors consistent, to add a little bit of smokiness and make it look all connected. Next up, for outer V or outer 1/3 of my eye color, I'm gonna use the MAC Satin Taupe eyeshadow. I bought this years ago and I forgot about it. I forgot how pretty it is. It's just this beautiful kind of like, almost like a purpley gray taupey satin color. Hence the name Satin Taupe, I guess. So I just had like a skinny blender brush, or like a densely packed blender brush, and I'm gonna pack that on by kind of dotting it like this and blending it together. While I'm on that color, same thing, I'm going to go in with the pencil brush and just apply that to the like outer 1/3 of my lash line to get that same effect on my lower lashes. Last step for eyes is going to be like an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight. So this is MAC's Naked Lunch, another color that I bought years ago. I think I bought this and Satin Taupe at the same time. Like, I'm not kidding, probably 5 years ago when I first got into makeup like really heavily. Maybe more than that, maybe 6 years ago. Anyways, this is a beautiful kind of like satiny, iridescent, almost like a beigey color, but it works really good for highlighting purposes. Last up for eyes is eyeliner, and I'm just going to put liner on my lower waterline, not my upper waterline. It's just really hard to apply eyeliner when you have lash extensions. So this is the Makeup Forever Aqua XL Eye Pencil in the color M60. I have a whole bunch of these that I just recently bought, and so far so good. They really are like smudge resistant and water resistant and really, really pigmented. To finish off the face makeup, it's going to be cheeks and blush and contour and highlight, which is my favorite. So I'm going to be using this palette right here. This is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Summer Glow Multi Palette. I put this in a haul about a month ago, and I have not used it on my face yet because I don't know why. I don't want to dig into it because it's so pretty and it's kind of like luxurious and stuff. So I'm a little worried about the bronzer because the pan is so small. I don't know, I mean, look at the size comparison there. But I'm going to try to apply that as my bronzer. Luckily it's on the end so I can, like, you know, kind of maneuver my brush in there. Let's see. Doesn't seem to be very pigmented. I mean, I guess it's coming off in camera a little bit more pigmented than it is in person. This has a little bit of a sheen to it, and typically I'm not like a sheeny bronzer person. I much prefer matte bronzer, but I figure summer look, you know, it's okay to have a little bit of glow. I will say it is quite a pain in the butt. Now I'm having to like squeeze my brush together. I don't like how small that pan is. That sucks. But the color seems to be okay as soon as I could get it on the brush. For contour, I'm going to use my Holy Grail Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I like to use this color right here, which has a little bit of a goldeny kind of undertone to it. And this little flat duo fiber buffer brush, and apply some contour. Next I'm going to go in with blush, and I really, really like the color of this blush in this palette. Well, I haven't tried it on my cheeks yet, but I just like the way it looks because it's kind of like a muted peachy pink with a little bit of shine in it. And it's like just glowy enough to where it's not matte, but it's not like super shiny either. And that looks really pretty. I like that a lot. I'm feeling like a peachy, glowy goddess. Get it? Because it's the goddess palette. Okay, highlight is next. So this highlight right here, when I swatched it, I was like super duper impressed with it. And it looks like it's going to not disappoint. That's really pretty. It's kind of like this, it reminds me a little bit of Becca Moonstone, where it's kind of like that white gold. But it has a little bit of actual gold in it, and it's just the perfect amount of sheen. Look at that. Looks really pretty in the camera. So honestly, I like this palette, but I don't think, dang, look at that highlight. Whew. I don't quite think it's worth the price tag. I think it was $50, so it's good, but it's not that good. Okay, now last step is lips, and I have 3 of the Manny Anyway Ofra Cosmetics lipsticks. Lipsticks. I was gonna say lip gloss here, and I haven't used any of them yet. I'm going to film a swatch video right after that, and I think that the swatch video is going to go up before this video. I'm not really too sure, but what color should I use? I kind of want to try, I think I'm going to do like the mid-toned one, and this is in the color Charmed right here. So I haven't even opened these, I haven't swatched them, I don't know what they smell like, but Ofra and Manny did recently announce that these will be not limited edition anymore. They'll be a part of the permanent collection, which is great because I know lots of people missed out on it, so that's exciting. Vanilla. I love vanilla scented things, and lip gloss is no exception. So this is my first Ofra Cosmetics purchase, and I haven't tried any other lip glosses or anything before. This feels really, really nice on the lips. It's not super like drying and chalky feeling, and it's not super like tacky feeling, and it looks matte, which is so pretty, and it was easy to apply. I only needed one, you know, application. I didn't have to go back to the bottle over and over again, and it looks really pretty. This color's a little bit more like red than I was expecting. It looks really like dusty mauve in the tube, but it's really pretty, and I think it goes with this look really good. Alright guys, well this is the finished summer makeup look. I love it so much. My hair has to stay in a bun because I'm on 4th day hair, and it's not going to do anything other than a bun today. So this is it, and sorry for the weird angle. I can't scoot over much farther because my vanity is here, and anyways, okay, so everything looks beautiful. I love it so much. I just love makeup in summertime and glowiness. And anyways, that is all. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.